Hello, welcome back, Steve's Retirement Corner. Maintaining your health in retirement, or as you age, however I decide to put it. Hey man, I ain't gonna bore you with all the information about staying healthy physically. Everybody knows that. About taking your walk, doing your little exercises, keep you limber and keep you strong, mobile, and all that stuff. It's one of the top 2 or 3 things most people want to do in retirement, and it makes sense, man. And it's good for you. I believe it is, anyways. And the mental health. Mental health is a big part, man. You got to do something to keep your mind active, keep it working. It's one of them things. If you don't use it, you lose it, kind of thing. But also a big part of that mental health thing is something I've wanted to bring up, and I've talked about before, but I never. The physical health part is go for your daggone checkups. Go for your screenings that you're supposed to get. Your prostate screening, your colonoscopy and stuff. That stuff that comes around every so often, go for them. Take them. What's that thing they say? An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure, or whatever. I know my colonoscopy will be coming up next year. So it's it's a troublesome thing to go through. It's an aggravation and stuff, but it's hey man, it's worth it. It's better to catch that stuff. Nobody wants to get bad news. I don't care who you are. It's better to catch that stuff early when they actually have something, possibility of helping you on that stuff. So and take your it's soon be time for flu shots to come out. Usually in October they come out, I believe. Take your flu shot. Something I'm going to do this year is I'm going to take my the shingles. I'm going to get my shingles vaccine this year. I ain't had one. And for a long time I didn't even know I ever had measles. But I was talking to Mama a year or so ago, and she was talking about it, that I had it. She brought up my baby book, believe that, showed it to me. So, because I don't think my sister had it, but I know, according to her records, I had it. So, and I got an aunt down in Florida. She got it a few years back, probably 10 years or better ago, probably 15 years ago. And it really affected her. She had a lot of trouble with it. So I got to thinking, when I go for my flu shot this year, I'm going to take it. Hey man, I don't care whether you agree with vaccines or not. If you don't want to, don't take it. But I don't have no problem with it. Last time I got the flu is the last time I want to get it, Doc, because I was wiped out on that. And I was young then. We can't recover from that stuff as good as when we get older. It tends to affect us more. Like my little buddy, he just had pneumonia. And he said that's the worst he's ever been in his life. So he said, and he's up in his 80s, so he knows, he's had a little bit more experience than me. I think it's important, Well, what got me thinking about it was Ryan Sandberg. He used to be second base for Cubs back in the 80s. I just seen earlier this week I saw where he had died. He had prostate cancer, and it come out that he was cured of it, but it had come back on him. I don't know. Well, it had spread on him is what it was. It metastasized, I think is what they call it. But that prostate cancer is not something that's immediately dangerous, usually, if they can find it early enough. And skipping them screenings, man, get that blood work done. Ask for the PSA. Ask for the free PSA if you can. Because I had trouble with my PSA back when I was working. the doc at work found it did my yearly physical when they do your blood work. So he sent me to my personal doctor, and he took another test. Then he sent me to the daggone urologist, and then he took a free PSA. He said they asked for that. He said it's generally a better predictor. And then they come back and said, nah, I should be okay. It's not, he didn't detect anything. He wanted to do that before they went and done the probing, where they got to take his samples or whatever, and then check it for cancer or whatever it is. It's one more step they do to prevent having to go in with surgery. Not surgery, but having to actually take a core sample. But hey man, it's a rough process to go through, but it's worth it, man. A lot of people worry about taking that colonoscopy because of having to drink all that liquid, but it's not near as bad as the alternative if you don't go. Prevention is a big part of things, man. It's the same way when you retired. You try to prevent hazards going forward. So I think it's important. I hadn't talked about it, I don't know, probably in a year about it, probably better than a year. But that kind of stuff is really important. It's a big part of your health in retirement. And as we older, we need to keep up with that stuff, or keep a schedule of it, and go when you're supposed to go for that kind of stuff. I don't know what the stuff is for females, but I know that you got a list of tests you got to take for that stuff too, depending on your age and family history and stuff. But keep up with it. That wealth, health, and time is that three-legged stool in retirement. Without one of the three, you can retire, but it won't be as good as it could have been if you had the other one. If you had the other one in there. So do what you can to work on that stuff. Go for your yearly physical. Go for your screenings when it comes time. And get your shots if you want them. But I think it's important. It's a big part of staying healthy in retirement. And as we age, I think that little boost is a big help to me anyways. So, I don't know, man. But anyways, it's been like this all day here. Cloudy and drizzly all day. Cool too. It's only in the 70s today. But anyways, man, y'all take care of yourself. Enjoy your weekend, man. And we'll talk with y'all later.